My Hero Academia is back, baby. Last time we got to check in on the villain side, specifically catching up with Himiki Toga as well as Dabi, finding out that Toga has a vial of Twice's blood, which she can use in order to initiate his Sad Man's Parade, which creates an army of Twice, all at the beck and command of All for One. Meanwhile, they're getting ready to unleash Spinner, who has become the face of those who do not look like normal humans, the beautiful people like moi. And with those who are normally outcast in normal society rising up, it's about to be all-out war, baby. With the heroes already on the back foot, what can they do? Let's find out. Let's see. UA High, evacuee residential area. People. We've got new orders. Oh, are these spies from the League of Villains? Go on. You know who anticipated that as evacuees here, we wouldn't be able to act freely. He says, fan the flame. Rally the discontent faction that's been keeping quiet and lying in wait. Oh, he's speaking to more than one person. UA is aware that Tomura Shigaraki will be operational in less than a week's time. The school knows of the impending danger, but they're keeping it from the common people, so fan the flame. Until that fortress is once again an inhospitable place for Izuku Midoriya. That explains a lot. Why so many people were so willing and wanted to kick Izuku out so easily. Once one person gives into their worst nature, it becomes easier for others to justify doing so. But it makes sense. If they can get the common people to want to push Izuku out, eventually those higher up will have no choice but to comply. Kaminari passing out. I'm pooped. Kirishima says the search area is just too big. Let's see. A temporary break from the search effort. There's so few heroes left to help. It's a serious problem. Oh, Ida with his new outfit. Cool. Wow, his mask just folds back now. That's pretty awesome. He says, bedtime, friends, on the double. Our greatest strength is youth, so our every action should fuel us for what's to come. And do not forget to brush those teeth. Bakugo says, they told us to get stronger. Mineta comes clomping up to Deku, says, I wish we had even a little spare time to swap dirty stories. Mineta. No, get out of here, you little shit. Deku says, I don't know about the dirty part, but yeah, I get it. There's barely any time to talk. And he's peeking over at his waifu, Uraraka, thinking back to her passionate speech to the masses so that they would allow him to stay at UA. He thinks I haven't been able to thank her properly. He goes to talk, and then BAM! In comes All Might. I am here, just like every day. But he's also with Tsukauchi as well as Principal Nezu. Jiro says, what's up? You're full of energy, I see. All Might says just the opposite. Sugarman says, Detective Tsukauchi and the principal too. Yagorozu says, does this concern the situation with Aoyama? Tsukauchi puts his finger up. What does that mean? All Might says, it's about what comes next, and we're only informing select individuals for now. Makes sense. It's time to discuss our final plans for this second pivotal war. And then we're picking up with the heroes convening. We got Hawks, Best Genius, Ragdoll, and Endeavor. What are they reading? Seems important. You got Aizawa watching them. Some doctors are doing something with Kurogiri. Interesting. Are they trying to get his friend back? Aoyama, of course, behind bars. Duh. And we got the faces of Bakugo, who looks a little bit stern. Todoroki looks kind of shocked. Deku's face. Okay. The next day, did you hear the principal's announcement this morning? Yeah. Apparently Tomura Shigaraki is going to make a big move in just 4 days. Okay, so they've told the people about it. It must be some kind of misdirect. They know there's spies amongst the populace. I mean, there's only so deeply you can check everyone. And all the UA kids are outside. Deku and Ida are bowing. We'd like to thank you all for everything. Oh, it's little Koda. He comes clomping up. He says, Midoriya, you're really leaving the school again? Izuku says, yes. You've given me more than enough downtime to clean myself up. I mean, yeah. Like, this was always the plan. It's just like, give me some time to rest, clean myself up, and I'm out. True to their word. This is exactly what they said they were gonna do. I'm just surprised that it happened so fast. And that's the gun here, a snipe, right? You folks' safety is the goal we're shooting for. Or should I say it like, you folks' safety is the goal we're shooting for. So all we're asking is that y'all are in the right frame of mind if and when it's time to go. Go with the evac system. When it's time to go with the evac system. Okay, makes a lot of sense, but it's obviously a ploy. One of the guys we know is working for All for One thinks, these honest fools. They could have made the big man's life so much harder by shutting their traps and keeping the boy protected here. We didn't plan it this way, but now our mission is assured to succeed. This way, our future is guaranteed. Future, huh? And let's see, we got Izuku hugging his mom, Todoroki with his family, his mom and his brother and his sister, Uraka and her parents, Jiro and her parents. Oh, geez. The UA nurse recovery girl, she's kind of looking a little worse for wear. She must have been using her powers a lot lately. You got Present Mike with Eri. Aw, Eri and Koda ran up to say goodbye to Deku. Bakugo being accosted by his mom, with his dad looking on worried. And Shoji shaking hands with that one pink lady. Weird. 30 kilometers from UA. Makeshift Fortress Troy. Oh, wow. It's like an extra fortified version of the UA dorms. Your home away from home went up in the blink of an eye thanks to Cementos, power loader, and ectoplasm. Oh, so they built it on the fly. Can't hold a candle to UA itself, but it's sturdy enough. Now toss your cargo in your new rooms and get in gear. Higakure says, wow, so faithful to the Heights Alliance design. Yeah, no kidding. Hey, branding, and if you have the blueprints. Jiro says, truly. Sarah says, maybe the last place we'll ever lay our heads. Let's hope not. Sugar Man's just like, don't even joke. Like, Sarah, what a pessimistic outlook. Izuku's inside looking out one of the windows. Oh, he sees Uraka. He just jumps down to see her. Uraka, Deku, you all unpacked? Yeah, I hardly brought anything. Same, just some spare clothes. Slight moment between them. Deku says, Uraka, thank you for what you did. Sorry I couldn't find a moment to say anything until now, but thank you. I mean it. Obviously, Uraka is mighty flustered. No, that was nothing, you know? You never change, huh? Always sweating the small stuff. Deku says, so what you doing out here? Uraka says, just looking at the city. I'm kind of weird. Deku says, weird? You're not weird. You're strong and brave, with a hairdo that's perfect for you. Wait, what? Not to mention honest and kind, and he's ready to just start listing off a whole bunch of stuff. Dang. Tell her how you really feel, bud. Uraka says, that's not what I meant. Didn't see that coming. Back there, when I was shouting from the top of UA, out of nowhere, thoughts of Himiki Toga popped into my head. We fought, you know, just me and her, during Gigantomachia's rampage. She said something, and I fired back with stuff I thought was obvious, stuff I take for granted. She looked so sad hearing that. Look what they did to the city. She's a villain who helped them snuff out people's lives, their happiness. The thought of just forgiving her. Nah, we're way past that point. Of course I knew that, but still, she's a person too, and I have no clue what's obvious for her, like what she takes for granted. I got to thinking about how I don't know the first thing about Himiko Toga. So yeah, I'm just out here taking a gander at the city, so I'll never forget the horrors I saw that day, and to keep those weird, silly thoughts out of my head. I like that they've gone in this direction with her character. Like, just wanting to just understand why this happened. Why Toga became the way she became. You know, it's not wrong to want to understand someone who has different views from you. Views you might find apprehensive. Maybe at one point you might understand where they're coming from and how to potentially steer someone else away from that line of thought, away from that same path. Might not be able to save Toga, but you might be able to save someone like Toga from ending up like Toga. At least I think that might be where they're going. Deku says, same, I mean. I saw a little boy inside of Shigaraki. He was crying. Maybe there is no way to avoid a battle, but I can't ignore what I saw deep inside him. Uraka says, I guess both of us are kind of weird. You're heroes. You want to save people. Even people who have done the unspeakable, because they're still people. Okay, so we got Kaminari, Kirishima, Bakugo, Ida, and Todoroki. Todoroki says, thanks for being here for me, guys, but I'm good. Ida says, I too have an older brother. Todoroki says, hey, cut that out. There's no comparing our families. Heck, I don't even know Toya's favorite food. Bakugo says, gotta be piping hot udon. Todoroki says, in that case, I'll make him sit down for a bowl with me. We'll put a stop to them, for sure. Okay, so I guess we're kind of setting up the potential that Toga, Dabi, and Shigaraki might survive in some way and potentially not be redeemed, but they'll try to rehabilitate them in some way, shape, or form. Which, again, that's what prison is for. Even if you serve a life sentence, you serve your time properly and show that you have the potential to be out in society. Who knows? Not always a guarantee, but it's a possibility. The day of the operation, All For One presses a button that says, shall we? I think it's that device they were trying to hand to Spinner so that he could initiate the uprising of those who, don't look like normal people, basically. Alright, it's the eve of the final battle. I do deeply feel like that's what they're going for. I don't envy Horikoshi for this choice, to try to see the humanity within these quote-unquote villains. But that's kind of what they've been leading into, that just dismissing them as evil that needs to be locked away, that's not the right path. Look at them as human beings and see if there's the potential for them maybe to be rehabilitated. Maybe to rehabilitate people like them. Maybe the idea is to come to an understanding that, yes, there are people who are kind of outcast in our society, but maybe reform society so that people like this don't so much feel like outcasts. Yeah, it's interesting. I really do feel like the ploy of all of the students heading out of UA, there's something deeper to that. There's a plan going on here, and it seems like everybody has a part to play. How these parts are gonna be played is anyone's guess. The fact that it involves Kurogiri is fascinating too. Well, we'll just have to wait and see, but this title was right on the money. The extreme quiet before the storm is right. Things are about to pop the fuck off. You could feel it throughout this chapter. It's weird too because I remember them talking about potentially having a concert for the people to lift their spirits, but that seemed to have been dropped in a heartbeat. I wonder if that was Horikoshi's decision, that he never want that to come into play, or maybe that was an editor decision. Who knows? Tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think the heroes are up to? Do you think any of the villains can be rehabilitated over time? And how long do you think something like that could take? Or do you think a good amount of them are just going to end up dead? Let me know your thoughts and theories in the comment section below. If you like this video, please subscribe for more. Or don't. I ain't your daddy, but I still love you like one. Until next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din, and I hope to see you in the next video. Till then, bye-bye.